Maintenance: replace ribbon, printhead, and paper. Maintaining an impact printer dot matrix is a bit like maintaining a vintage car. It is a rugged, mechanical process that involves physical parts moving at high speeds. Because these printers are often used for mission-critical tasks like printing warehouse invoices or automotive repair orders, a technician must ensure the physical strike of the printer remains crisp and the paper feed remains perfectly aligned. 1. Replacing the ribbon cartridge. Unlike modern printers that use ink or toner, an impact printer uses a fabric ribbon soaked in ink, housed in a plastic cartridge. When to replace: an impact ribbon doesn't run out of ink in the traditional sense. Rather, the print becomes progressively lighter as the ink is transferred from the fabric to the paper. Replace the ribbon when the text becomes difficult to read, especially on the bottom layers of multi-part forms. The tension knob. Before installing a new ribbon, you must turn a small plastic knob on the cartridge to take up any slack. If the ribbon is loose, the printhead pins can snag on the fabric, causing a jam or even snapping a pin. Threading the ribbon. The ribbon must be carefully threaded between the printhead and the ribbon protector, a thin metal shield. If the ribbon is placed on the wrong side of the protector, the printer will strike the metal instead of the ribbon, and no image will appear on the page. 2. Replacing the printhead. The printhead is the most expensive and hardworking component of the printer. It contains the solenoid-fired pins that strike the ribbon. Identifying failure. If you see a persistent, perfectly straight horizontal white line running through every single line of text, one of the internal pins has either snapped or become permanently stuck. Since individual pins cannot be replaced, the entire printhead assembly must be swapped out. Thermal warning: printheads get extremely hot during long print jobs. Always turn the printer off and wait at least 15 minutes before touching the head. The replacement process. Most printheads are held in place by 2 screws or a simple lever lock mechanism. Unplug the flat, ribbon cable, the data cable, swap the heads, and replug the cable. Adjusting the platen gap. After installing a new head, you must adjust the platen gap lever. This controls how close the head sits to the paper. If it's too close, the pins will smear the ink. If it's too far, the pins won't have enough force to mark the bottom copies of an NCR form. 3. Replacing and loading paper, tractor feed. While impact printers can use single sheets, they are almost always used with continuous feed, fan-fold paper. The tractor lugs. Open the plastic covers on the left and right tractor assemblies. These assemblies have sprockets or teeth that fit into the holes on the side of the paper. Alignment and tension. The left tractor is usually fixed, while the right tractor can slide horizontally. You must adjust the right side so that the paper is pulled taut, but not so tight that the holes tear. If the paper is loose, it will bunch up inside the printer, leading to a catastrophic jam. Top of form, TOF calibration. Once the paper is loaded, you must set the top of form. This tells the printer exactly where the top of the physical page starts so that it doesn't print across the perforated lines. You usually do this by manually turning the platen knob and then pressing a Set TOF button on the control panel. 4. Removing debris and general cleaning. Because impact printers use perforated paper, they generate a specific type of debris that modern printers do not. The chads, the little paper circles that are punched out of the tractor feed holes, are known as chads. Over time, thousands of these tiny circles can fall into the bottom of the printer, clogging the gears and interfering with the sensors. Cleaning the platen. The large rubber cylinder, the platen, can become slick or coated in ink over time. Wipe it down with a damp cloth or a specialized rubber cleaner to ensure it maintains the friction needed to move the paper accurately. The vacuum rule. Just like with laser printers, use a vacuum or compressed air to remove paper dust and chads. Pay special attention to the home position sensor, which tells the printhead where the left side of the page is. If this sensor gets dusty, The printer will grind its gears as it tries to push the head past the physical edge of the machine. Summary for TTS. Ribbon, always tighten the tension knob before installing to prevent snags. Printhead, a single white horizontal line means a pin is dead and the whole head must be replaced. Paper, use the tractor lugs for continuous feed paper and set the top of form manually. Heat, never touch a printhead immediately after a job. It can cause severe burns.